Can we make it 2 Friday parlay wins in a row? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. We are back to help you out with some Major League Baseball bets for June 16th. Friday is here. Happy Friday. Also, happy Father's Day weekend. That's right. To all you fathers out there, hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the Sunday. In honor of it, I got to give you guys some good dad jokes too. So, um, here's one. I'm afraid of speed bumps, but I'm slowly getting over it. Classic. And then here's the other one I liked. I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now. Just great stuff, guys. That is great stuff. I know you guys are laughing. I can just feel it through the camera. Anyways, that's some good dad jokes to start. But in this show, we got two best bets: the Friday parlay, the Who's on Fire, the good hitter matchups, the good pitcher matchups. We got a lot going on for you, so it's a big show. 1-2 night yesterday. That sucked. Fernando Tatis. We'll talk about him in a second when we get to that bets recap page. But again, just one swing of the bat away from another winning night. But welcome to baseball. Before we dive in, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys for all the support. We really, really appreciate it. A couple days ago, we had over 3,000 views, over 200 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, speaking of yesterday's video, sorry for the technical issues we had. The video did not get out as early as it usually does. We thought it was uploaded as we went to bed, and it did not. So that's where we were. Welcome to technology. Gotta love it sometimes. But anyways, if there's no video Saturday or Sunday, be sure to check Discord, or we'll do a YouTube short with some best bets. Weekends usually some family time for us. We gotta, balance the whole family and work life. So thank you guys for all the support though this week. It's been a lot of fun. Without further ado, you guys just want me to stop talking. Let's get into all the juicy stuff. And that starts with the bets recap page. There it is, 1-2. Tigers team total under 1.5 in the first five. I said Sonny Gray hasn't given up more than one run. Well, he's given up one or less runs, sorry, in 9 of 10 starts. And then he faces the Tigers and gives up a million. All I have to say is that's baseball. I have no freaking answer for it. I don't understand. The Tigers all of a sudden are the greatest hitting team ever yesterday. Braves minus 1.5. That was a nice no sweat win there. And then Tatis and Castellanos 1+ hit. You know what was frustrating about this? Castellanos got a hit in his first at bat, so that was the easy winner. But then we wait for Tatis all the way through the game. He does not get a hit. He had 5 at bats, I believe, and he walked 3 times. He walked 3 times. Obviously, I would never bet on a player if I knew he was going to walk 3 times or even 2 times. That is absolutely insane. I didn't check, but that might be the most walks he's had in a game this season. So perfect timing by us, huh? 1-2 night, down 1.32 units. We're right near even again, plus 0.29. Let's hit that big Friday parlay. We won last week. Let's see if we can do it again. But first, let's check out that free square with Thrive Fantasy. There it is. Shane McClanahan over a half a strikeout is the free square today. For those of you that are new to this, 100% first deposit match up to $250 with Thrive Fantasy if you use that promo code Jabo or the link below. This is a heck of a deal. All you got to do is take this, match it with another pair, and you got a nice little parlay. The only minimum requirement is that you have to deposit 25 bucks. That's it. So you put 100 bucks in, they'll match 100 bucks and give you that free square. And there's the parlays. You can do anywhere from 2 to 5 legs. You take that McClanahan free square and just add one more, and you get 3.2 times your bet. It is a heck of a deal. You guys know how this works. 3, 4, 5 legs. You can win up to 20.2 times your bet, which to me is absolutely insane. And they're not going to do that $250 match forever. So if you want to be a new user, you're eligible. It's eligible, by the way, in over 30 states. So it's eligible a lot of different places. If you guys have already signed up, some of you, let us know how you've been doing, and love to hear some stories about it. So hopefully you guys are winning some money using that promo code Jabo. All right, it's time to get into the meat and potatoes. Let's go with the good hitter matchups. Let's go. We have 5 good hitter matchups for you, and it starts out with the ex-Mariner, Adam Frazier of the Baltimore Orioles, 13 for 29, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs versus Kyle Hendricks of the Cubs. Matt Chapman of the Blue Jays, 7 for 16, 3 doubles versus Martin Perez. Then we got Whit Merrifield, also of the Blue Jays. He is 10 for 28 with 3 doubles versus Martin Perez, the lefty. And then Andrew McCutchen of the Pittsburgh Pirates, 6 for 21, 3 home runs versus Julio Teheran. And the last one is Corey Seager, Kyle's brother, 6 for 15, 1 double versus Gausman. Corey Seager plays for the Rangers, just to let you know. That Rangers Blue Jays series, that's going to be a good one. So if you want to watch some baseball, I would recommend that series. I think we get a lot of runs, except this game has kind of a low over under just based on the pitching matchup. But look forward to seeing how that series goes. That's what we got for hitter matchups. Now it's time for the good pitcher strikeout matchups. Let's go. We have four good pitcher strikeout matchups, and we start with Mr. Cole Irvin of the Orioles. He's going against the Cubs. Cubs' third highest K percentage versus lefties in the last month at 29.8%. Cole Irvin, not a huge strikeout guy in his career, but 18 strikeouts and 18.1 innings so far this year. JP Sears versus the Phillies. Phillies, sixth highest K percentage versus lefties in the last month at 26.1%. Even higher in the last 2 weeks at 28.1%. Just to let you know, JP Sears has been solid. Not a humongous strikeout guy, but he's been a solid pitcher. He has 65 Ks in the last 69.1 innings, or in all of 69.1 innings. And he has five or more strikeouts in five of his eight starts this year, just to let you know. The next one, Shane McClanahan versus the Padres. Padres, eighth highest K percentage versus lefties in the last month at 25.6%. McClanahan is a stud, as we all know. 92 strikeouts and 82.2 innings. He has exactly five or seven strikeouts in the last five starts. Not six, five or seven. How does that help you betting? I don't really know, but it's a cool little fact I just want to point out. So that's what we got. The last one, Michael Kopech versus the Mariners. The Mariners, fifth highest K percentage versus righties in the last month at 25.2%. Kopech, who has been dealing lately, 85 strikeouts and 73.2 innings. And I got a little bit more on Kopech, but we'll get into that later. All right, get your s'mores ready because it is time for Who's on Fire. All right, there it is. The hot hitters in the last 7 days. So you got to have a minimum of 24 at bats and be hitting 350 or higher. There's a lot of them. There's also three Atlanta Braves, just so you know. But the guy who is absolutely in fuego right now is Shohei Ohtani. 500 average with five home runs. That guy is unbelievable. I just don't even have words for it. But we have some bottom of the order hitters that are doing pretty well too, like Orlando Arcia, Michael Harris, two Braves players, because there is three Braves on here. Jose Abreu is picking it up for the Astros, even hitting a few home runs finally. It took him forever to hit one, but and then down there, Nolan Jones, he's a infielder for the Rockies, just so you know, and Yelich is on the Brewers. We just tried to fit them in there. Both hitting the exact same 375 with two home runs. But Seager's been on there for a while. Naylor's been on there for a while. The young rookie Gunnar Henderson's been hitting the ball well, even though he blew a hitter prop for us, but that's okay. Anyways, tons of good hitters right up there. Take a screenshot. Hopefully, this kind of lasts you through the weekend on some guys that have good matchups that have been on fire. I kind of like to use those for hitter props. So there we go. That's the Who's on Fire. Now it's time for the best bets. Game number one takes us to the ATL again. We got the Rockies at the Atlanta Braves. Braves money line minus 245. Rockies money line plus 205. Over under of a huge 10 runs. That's right. And we're in Atlanta, not Coors Field. We're back in the Braves again in a different way this time. Best bet Braves team total over 5.5 runs. I got that at minus 115. They're going to score, score, and score some more. That's right. On the mound for the Rockies, Dinelson LeMay. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. Dinelson. Either way, it's an interesting name. He could have been a stud. Actually thought he had promise in this league, and then he had some injuries. A couple of years ago, he had real promise. He was looking really good, but he's not so good right now, guys. 25 earned runs in 21.2 innings, 10.38 ERA. He does have an expected ERA of 6.02. Yes, he's due for regression. I don't expect him to have a 10 ERA forever, but his regression is a 6.02. I mean, that's not good at all. Here's the crazy part. It's a small sample size, I know that. But he's given up a 448 BABIP. That means any ball in play, the batting average for those balls is 448. That is just not good. So that's obviously unlucky too. The balls are finding holes, but he's given up 30% hard contact, giving up 13.7 hits per nine innings. He's lost some heat since the injuries. I mean, he was throwing 97, 98 regularly a couple years ago. Now he's averaging around 94.5 miles an hour. So he's very hittable. He may get back to that point, but right now he is not there, and you do not want to face this Braves offense. In the month of June, number one WRC plus versus righties, number one OPS versus righties, number one batting average hitting 310 versus righties. I mean, I don't need to say more. You guys know about this Braves offense. I talk about them all the time. They are freaking awesome. I like them to have a team total over 5.5. It also helps that after LeMay, which by the way, LeMay hasn't been going deep and or throwing a ton of pitches, so he might last 3, 4 innings if he's not pitching well. And then we get this Rockies bullpen, who we know is just absolutely awful. So Give me the Braves team total over 5.5 at -115 as my best bet. Now let's move on to game number 2. All right, let's go out to the desert where we got the Arizona Diamondbacks hosting the Cleveland Guardians. D-backs money line -150, Guardians money line +130 with an over/under of 8 runs in this game. I'm going to give you the best bet right away. It is the under 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings. That's right. -114, I got that at. So let's talk about the pitching matchup. Tristan McKenzie is on the mound for the Guardians. He weighs like 150 pounds, I think, soaking wet. He's a skinny guy, that's for sure. But he's looked good. He's only had 2 starts, but the eyeball test, the advanced stats, everything says he's looked good. He has a 2.64 expected ERA. Only giving up 21.4% hard contact. Like I said, it's only been 2 starts, so take it for what it is. But I watched him pitch also. He looked pretty good. His slider looks legit. He has a 29% swinging strike rate on his slider, which is unbelievable so far. He also has not given up one hit off of it, and he uses it like I think it's like 30% of the time, 25, 30, right in that range. So he also had a 2.96 ERA last year in 191 innings. So I mean, he is legit. It's not just 2 starts I'm basing this off of. He's been a good pitcher. On the other side of the mound, we have Zach Gallen. 0.96 ERA at home. We've talked about that before. He's much better at home. He hasn't been in the best form, I know that, but I think this is a good bounce back spot for him at home against the Guardians. 5 earned runs in those 47 innings at home. He has a 3.09 ERA total. He does give up some hard contact overall, but a lot less at home. And this Guardians offense, they've really struggled the first like month and a half of the season. They've been a little better around average, but it's nothing that just scares you or blows you away. So, also with Gallon, never given up more than 2+ earned runs in any of his 6 home starts. That's right, none, none, none. Any of those 6 home starts. So he's been really good. If he can just keep that form, Tristan McKenzie can throw like he's been throwing. I don't think there's more than 4 runs in this first 5 innings. I didn't take the under for the full game because I do not trust this D-backs bullpen yet. I have trust issues with them. So we're going to go under 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings at -114. Now, sound the alarms. That's right. It is time for the Friday parlay. Da 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 da. That's right, baby. Friday parlay time. And this one has no money lines in it. This is a little interesting. I didn't love the slate of games on Friday that I usually do, but let's get a winner. Here we go. Otani, 1+ RBI, over 8.5 Angels Royals, and Michael Kopech, 7+ strikeouts. I know it's a weird one, but let's get into it. Shohei Otani, 1+ RBI. Like I just said, he's been on absolute fire, hitting 500. He leads the league in the last 15 days with 18 RBIs. I don't know if you did the math right there, but that's over one a day. That's pretty good. He faces a weak starting pitcher in Brady Singer and a weak Kansas City bullpen. Really good weather in Kansas City, as you can tell by my next bet. I like a lot of runs to be scored in that one. So he'll get a lot of chances. He might just hit a home run and just take care of it himself. But I just have to ride this, guys. He's on absolute fire. I think his odds were about +110 if you just take it by itself, what I saw. And you could do that. And like I said, this is not my favorite slate of games, so I'm just going to point that out to you guys. If you guys want to take 1 or 2 of these and add it with whatever you like, do what you got to do. This is just the one I picked. I had to get a little creative. So, second leg of this one now is the over 8.5 Angels Royals. I know you're going to say that's not the line; it's 9.5. I took it down. It's an alt line over 8.5 for the Angels Royals game. I think they go over 9.5, but I'm playing a little bit safer. Over 8.5 is what we got. So Patrick Sandoval is on the mound. That's right. 11 earned runs the last 8.1 innings. He's not been good. He has a very low K rate, 4.5 ERA. It just hasn't been good for him. And speaking of not good, Brady Singer, 6.58 ERA. That's not pretty. Here's the craziest part. He has a hard contact percentage giving up of 38.5%. That is not good. That's getting a little close to half of the balls being hard hit. Also with a 9% walk rate. So these are 2 bad pitchers. The Angels have been crushing the ball lately. I expect them to carry the load on this one. If you want to go Angels team total, I don't mind it either. Like I said, it's going to be good weather. Royals do score better at home. They're a little more of an average offense, but still, it's going to be mostly Angels, and I think there's going to be a lot of runs because these are 2 bad bullpens. The Angels are not terrible lately, but the Royals are not good. So I like the over 8.5 Angels and Royals as the second leg. Now the third one, it's going against my Mariners. I got to do it. Michael Kopech, 7+ Ks. Now some book Some books might have over 7.5, some have over 6.5, heavily juiced. So I just took the 7+ Ks. Like we already said, Mariners suck. Did I say that yet? No, I meant to say it. They suck. They also have the fifth highest K percentage versus righties at that 25.2% that we mentioned earlier. Kopech, last 5 games, I said he's been dealing. He has 10, 9, 10, 9, and 6 strikeouts the last 5 games. Impressive stuff. He is finally living up to what people thought he would be. Let's see if he can keep it going. But I think he can get to 7 or more Ks with a really good matchup. He's done it in 4 of the last 5, and the other one he just missed by 1. So I like those 3 together. I know it's weird. I know putting a 1+ RBI prop in there is strange. But you know what? I had to get creative because there wasn't a ton of money lines I liked out there and not a ton of totals. So Otani, 1+ RBI, over 8.5, Angels and Royals, and Michael Kopech, 7+ Ks, baby. Those are some good odds right there. So that's the Friday parlay. Let's get a winner. Let's check out that bets recap page. There it is. Braves team total over 5.5 at -115. Under 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings. Guardians and Dbacks at -114. And then the Friday parlay +368. I don't know if I mentioned that. That is +368. Gotta love it. Otani, 1+ RBI, over 8.5. Angels, Royals. That's the alt line. And then Michael Kopech, 7+ strikeouts. Man, let's get a winner. That's right. We only got 2 best bets because I didn't love the slate. I might have a hitter parlay that I'll drop in the Discord, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow what that is. So that's where we're at. Let's get 2 winners. Let's get a Friday parlay winner. And like I said, we may not do a video for Saturday. If not, I'll make sure to do a short, and we'll get some bets out to the Discord as soon as they come in. So thank you guys for the support. Enjoy your Father's Day weekend, and we'll talk to you guys later.